Fit Tax.
Here you are again for you.
All right, so on this episode, we're going to talk about your favorite thing to do, mud runs.
Yeah, because we all love to get muddy, right? It's something very important.
So I've never done a mud run. You've done a few mud runs.
I have. I've gotten muddy a few times. I don't want to brag.
Okay, so, I was asking you this before, what, the stuff to bring to a mud run if I was to go with a few friends in the next couple of weeks. Me being a complete amateur and never doing this before, I mentioned stuff like, I've seen people bring their headphones and stuff, and you're like, no. Okay, so
It's a one-time usage if you do.
What is a good kind of like checklist of things to go, things to bring when you go to the mud run, and then you look like that more prepared
person
guy?
All right. Well, I will tell you, my first mud run, I wore my older, heavy leather Nike shoes that I use for mowing the lawn. Those got heavy when they got wet, and I had to go do 5K with wet shoes on that were heavy. They actually make running shoes that are very light and are made to get wet. So I would definitely say the first checklist is getting a good pair of shoes. Like anything else, the shoes makes the athlete or the man, or the lady in this case. Either way, casing.
But for the shoes, a good pair that also don't cost too much, right?
That's up to you and your budget, personally.
Okay.
But you want a good pair of water shoes to be running in, made for running in wet spots. And with all these races out there, they've designed a bunch of these lightweight shoes that dry off really quick and fairly easy to clean, too, and won't destroy if you have leather shoes, do not wear the leather. That's first and foremost. Second is I suggest wearing light clothes because you're going to get wet. And I see some of these people that are kind of a little bit worried about their body or their physique or what they're looking at. No one cares. You're there to have fun and get muddy. So the whole idea is if you do wear where your skin shows, wear sunscreen. But the more clothing you have on you, the more that gets wet, the heavier it is, and the more uncomfortable it is. For one. Two, and the sand gets up in there, and the mud gets up in that, and you're getting caked all through without. So it's hard to wash off. Chafy, blistery, mud caked. It's horrible. Two is that after these mud runs, the biggest thing I learned is the shower area gets phenomenally packed. Like it's just packed. And with all those people standing with the shower, you're standing in your own 2 or 3 inches of mud. So you never really get clean. You get the face and the body clean, but you gotta get in the car. I really recommend bringing like a little extra bucket and a little tarp for yourself and some extra towels and putting them by the car so you can really clean up. And then you go home, you gotta get your shower because you're gonna have sand and crevices you didn't know you had.
You can have sand and crevices.
I didn't know I had a crevice there, and it was sandy, and I had to clean it.
That's good. Yeah, quick checklist right there. No headphones, obviously.
Unless you want one-time use, because there'd be thrash afterwards.
Yeah. Unless if you have waterproof headphones, right?
If you have some waterproof headphones, that's fine. But imagine you're falling and hanging upside down, and some of the things you're upside down a rope, and those headphones fall off in the water, you're losing them. So unless you have something that's glued to your head. Same with the sunglasses. I definitely recommend one of those bands. The glasses, what do they call them?
Whatever they're called.
See?
Yeah.
Find that.
Bands.
So a guy was coming off a slide off a rope. I tumbled, and somewhere in that mud, my glasses went. And that was a pain in the butt. So I definitely recommend having the ear tie on for the bands to keep your glasses on. And make them big, cheap sunglasses. Because I ruined a good pair of sunglasses that I thought would stay on, and they didn't for one. And two, when you get the mud gets caked on, it was too hard to clean. These small ones are hard to clean versus like a big blade or something.
Yeah, and those big blades you can probably get for like $5 at any...
$2 or $15 at some of the street vendors.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, now that I think of it, that would be a good business to... just be at the mud run selling those, little $5 glasses for everyone.
It'd be huge. Well, I'm sponsored. That's what they give away a lot of times. So wear those. But buy them, use them. The other thing is sunscreen. You guys, when you're out in this mud, it'll wash off. You want to have good sunscreen for right after the race. People hang out afterwards and don't think about it, and you get fried.
Cool. Well, that's it for that.
Mud run taken care of.
That's a Fit Tech tip for you.
Thank you for watching the show. This is Matt. Like, share, ask questions.
And this is Max. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Get muddy. Have a great weekend.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.